Before you can change your life, you need to understand how you think, not what you think, how. Because most of us don't sabotage our lives because we're weak, but because we've been taught to think in ways that keep us stuck. In this video, we'll explore 10 invisible mental traps. These are psychological patterns, deeply embedded. They're not loud, they're subtle, sneaky, familiar. They make you doubt yourself. They make you give up too early. And worst of all, they feel normal, but they're not. And once you learn to see them, you can start to break them. So take a breath, get comfortable, and ask yourself one thing. What if most of your problems are not out there, but right here? The confirmation bias. You only see what you already believe. If you believe you're a failure, you'll ignore every success. If you believe people don't like you, you'll miss every smile. This is the confirmation bias. Your brain is not objective. It filters reality. It's like wearing sunglasses you didn't know you had on. And worst of all, it feels like truth. To fight it, you have to ask, what else could be true? Look for the evidence you've been ignoring. Challenge your thoughts like a scientist. What's one belief I hold that might be blinding me? 2. The spotlight effect. You think everyone's watching. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone noticed your mistake? Or that your awkward moment was seen by everyone? That's the spotlight effect. You think the world watches your every move. But in reality, everyone's too busy thinking about themselves. You are the main character in your story, but you're a background character in theirs. This is freeing, because it means you can take more risks, be more yourself without fear. What would I do if I wasn't afraid of being judged? 3. Learned helplessness, giving up too soon. When something doesn't work again and again, we start to believe it never will. Even when conditions change, we don't try. That's learned helplessness. It's not weakness, it's conditioning. The dog who stopped jumping, the student who stopped raising their hand. But here's the truth. Just because something didn't work then, doesn't mean it won't work now. You have more power than you believe. Where have I given up? Not because I had to, but because I used to fail. 4. The sunk cost fallacy. Holding on just because you're already in. You've invested time, money, emotion, so you stay. In jobs, relationships, projects, even when it's clearly not right. That's the sunk cost fallacy. You confuse effort with value. But continuing to suffer doesn't redeem the past. It just sacrifices the future. Let go not because it's easy, but because it's right. What am I holding on to, just because I've already spent too much time on it? 5. The Dunning-Kruger effect. You don't know what you don't know. When we know a little, we think we know a lot. And when we know more, we realize how little we truly understand. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Ignorance feels like confidence. True wisdom starts with humility. The more you learn, the more you listen. Where am I overconfident, and what could I learn from those ahead of me? 6. The negativity bias. Why bad feels stronger than good. You remember the insult, not the compliment. The failure, not the win. That's not weakness, it's biology. The negativity bias kept us alive, but now it keeps us afraid. To break it, practice active gratitude. Train your brain to notice the good. Write it down. Speak it aloud. What 3 good things happened today that I would have missed if I didn't look? 7. The halo effect. First impressions can be wrong. If someone looks good, we assume they are good. If someone is successful, we assume they're kind, smart, right. But surface doesn't equal substance. We miss the truth by trusting appearances. See people as they are, not just as they appear. Have I judged someone too quickly, in either direction? 8. The planning fallacy. You always think it'll take less time. I'll do it tomorrow. It won't take long. Then it does. That's the planning fallacy. You underestimate how long things take. You don't plan for setbacks. That's why your goals stay unfinished. Break big goals into small deadlines. Double your time estimates. What am I underestimating right now, and how can I plan more realistically? 9. The just world fallacy. Believing life is always fair. We want to believe good things happen to good people, and bad things only happen when deserved, but that's not always true. Life isn't always fair, and people aren't always honest. If we believe too strongly in a just world, we blame victims. We ignore systemic problems. Accepting injustice is the first step to changing it. Where have I assumed someone deserved their pain without knowing the full story? The fear of success. You're not afraid to fail. You're afraid to win. What if it works? What if you get everything you asked for and still feel empty? That's the hidden fear. You sabotage your goals because you fear who you'll have to become. The pressure, the expectations, the spotlight. But success is not a trap. It's an invitation to grow, to lead, to serve. What success am I avoiding because I'm scared I might actually reach it? Seeing the traps is the first step to freedom. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not lost. You're just human, navigating a mind designed for survival, not success. But now, you see the traps. Every belief can be questioned, every bias can be challenged, every thought is just that, a thought. So ask yourself, which of these traps shows up in my life most often? Write it down, talk about it, share this with someone, because when you name it, you take its power away. And from that place, you begin to reclaim your mind.